Hey guys, how's it going? For those of you who don't know, my name is Dave and I make daily cannabis videos here on YouTube, so if you're interested in that kind of thing, please subscribe to my channel. Not only do I appreciate it very much, but every single time one of you guys subscribes, a stoner angel gets its wings. And as of now, you guys have helped like 1,400 stoner angels get their wings. I gotta update the board actually, because as of this morning, we hit 1,400 subscribers. So thank you guys so much. And today, I'm actually going to be talking to you guys about how I got to 100,000 views and 1,000 subscribers in 90 days. So I started my YouTube channel, and in 90 days, I reached about 100,000 views, 1,000 subscribers, and I had such a good time doing it. I built such a cool community around these videos, and I've met a whole bunch of really cool people online and in person as a result of YouTube. And one of the things I keep seeing in my comment section over and over and over again is like, I want to do YouTube, or you've helped me do YouTube. What are some tips that I can have? What are some tips that you can give me to get to 1,000 subscribers or 100,000 views? And so I've been kind of contemplating making this video for a while. I was thinking about it earlier today. I started writing down some notes, and I thought, that's what I'll talk about today. So before I get into it, I'm gonna hit a bowl of this Strawberry Dream that I got from Terra Cannabis. This is some of the best smelling weed I've ever smelled in my life. So there might be some new people here on my video. I just kind of realized that because of the type of video I'm making, and they might not be used to somebody smoking weed on camera. And I am making this video from a weed to perspective. I smoke weed on camera. I make videos about cannabis, so that's what I do. I smoke in my videos, so I'm gonna continue to do that even in this video where there might be people not watching for the cannabis related content. So cheers, guys. Normally how things go. I do a little bit of an intro, I take a hit, and then I do my spiel, I talk to you guys about what I want to talk about. Real casual for the new viewers, because I'm assuming that because of the content of this video, there's going to be a few new viewers. So let's get into it. So what can you do to get to 1,000 subscribers and 100,000 views, which realistically in the landscape of YouTube isn't really all that big, right? Like like you compare me to even Josh from Strain Central, who is probably like one of the bigger YouTube channels behind like Custom Grow 420, who's like next level, 1 million subscribers. He's like legit YouTuber. I mean, so is Josh from Strain Central, but like 1 million subs is that like crazy plateau, right? Anyways, so in order to get to like 1,000 views and 1,000 subscribers and 100,000 views, the first thing you got to do is just do it. So there's so many people who are apprehensive about starting to do YouTube, whatever genre you're interested in, because they don't have equipment, they don't have lights, they don't have a microphone, they don't have they don't think they can do it, they don't know how to edit, and none of those are excuses to start doing YouTube. Almost everybody nowadays has a cell phone or a tablet or a camera on their computer that can shoot in at least 720p. So there's no reason why like you can't just start filming, right? Everybody kind of has a lamp, a desk lamp, and a cell phone or a tablet, a computer with a webcam, something, right? And if not, you can get like an HD camera, like a point and shoot camera for like $100 or less at online. And that, though they're not going to be the best camera ever, but it's going to get you in the door. And so what a lot of people don't realize is this video you're watching right now, all my videos up until now have been shot on a cell phone camera with LED lamp as my light, which is why obviously it's not perfect lighting, but it does a decent enough job. And the only piece of equipment I have that's considered expensive or special is my microphone. So this is a Blue Yeti microphone. I use this to capture my audio because it gives you much cleaner, crisper audio, and I think a lot of YouTubers use this microphone for that purpose. It's great for spoken audio specifically. So If you're gonna buy a microphone, a Blue Yeti is the way to go, because it is a great microphone, and you can get them. They range from they were usually about $200, but they're always on sale for less than that. So if you just keep your eye open, you set up like an Amazon alert or something like that, you can get this thing for $100. So with just a cell phone, you're gonna be good. If you want to upgrade it a little bit, get a microphone. That's gonna increase your audio, so your audio quality. So there's no reason why you can't start filming today. The other thing that I kind of want to talk about when it comes to like just starting is consistency. Whether that consistency is one post a week, one post a day, 5 posts a week, like whatever you're like, kind of figure out what works for you, whether that be once a week, once a month, twice a month, whatever your schedule, whatever you think you can handle in terms of your schedule, pick a day and post. Like, let people know when they can come back and watch your content. That's pretty important. Consistency is pretty important. Now, I try and post 5 days a week. This isn't my full-time job, so I can't post always at the same time of day, but I try my best to post every single day, and I've been pretty successful at that so far. I think in the last 5 months that I've been doing that, I think I've only missed 1 or 2 days, and one of them was because my camera just was not working correctly, so I had to kind of jump over that hurdle. So I think this is going to be a little bit of a longer video, so I'm going to take a few hits through this one. But before I do that, I got a couple more points to make. So the other thing is, you want to make content that you are happy with and that you think needs to be made, and a big part of that is filling gaps that you see. So when you're thinking about content to make, what I do is I go out and I look for, like if I think there's an interesting product in the industry, or if I think there's an interesting topic, I'll search that thing on YouTube and see how many other videos there are. If there are no other videos about that, that can tell you one of two things. Either no one has bothered to make a video on that thing yet, in which case you should jump all over that. And the other thing is that it can tell you is that no one is interested in that thing. So, finding no videos, you kind of have to make a judgment call. If you think that it's something that's new and you're on like the fringe or like the edge right ahead of the market, like get in there, make the video. And the great thing about YouTube is that if you're wrong, it doesn't matter. You made a video, you posted it, and it wasn't a hit. Maybe you'd only got 10 views instead of 100 views, whatever the case is, right? So that, just make content and make it consistently and make content you want to watch. And if you think that other people, there's a gap in terms of the type of content you want to make, that's the type of content you should be making. Like, don't make content that other people are making, and I'm going to get into that some more in just a moment, but I'm going to take another hit. Like I said earlier, this is some Strawberry Dream. This stuff smells incredible, it tastes incredible. I'm going to be doing a strain review on this stuff, hopefully in the next couple days. Cheers, guys. That was a poorly packed bowl. Anyways. Alright, so the other thing, the next topic I want to talk about is like equipment and content again. So like, don't be intimidated if you don't have equipment, just kind of jump in, but you want to make sure that the quality of your content is still good enough, right? Like, you want to make sure that even if you don't have something that shoots in 1080p, make sure your video's framed well, make sure that like you're putting some thought into how you're shooting your video. Don't just toss your camera in front of you and start talking, you know what I mean? Think about what you're going to talk about, think about what you want to say, how you want to say it, think about the type of content you want to make, and then make that video. So, and like I was saying, even if like I was saying, quality is important, so like just think about that. Like, don't just make something that you're not going to be proud of and that people aren't going to watch, because you're not going to get views. And like I was saying earlier, you want to be original. Don't copy other people's content. So both Josh from Strain Central and I here on Green Streak make very similar types of content in terms of our topic, right? We both make informative, educational types of content rather than just straight up sessions or smoking videos. So I try very difficult to try and change up the style, do things differently, give a different input, and give my opinions on how I see things, and I try to do things a little bit differently than what Josh is doing. That's important to me. I don't want to make the same content Josh is making, because if I am, there's no reason for me to be making content, right? Like, I don't want to be copying people, first of all, and I don't want, like, people to watch my content and be like, oh, I already saw this on Josh's channel, right? Like, that's not what I want. If I'm making a video on something that Josh has already talked about, I want to be able to give my own opinions, my own insight, my own research, my own 2 cents on that topic, right? And I want to shoot it and present it in my own way. It's not going to be the same video you're going to see on other channels, and that's really important for you guys to do as well. And the other thing you want to kind of keep in mind is you're going to get better as you go along, and you're going to get better at editing, and your channel's going to evolve, and you're going to, like, every single day, every single time you produce a video, every single time you hit the upload button, the video is going to be slightly better than the last one, and it's going to be a little bit different than the last one. And that's the evolution of, like, YouTube. And if you make daily content like I do here 5 days a week, you know, it's inevitable that your content's going to change from one day to the next. I am spending 2 hours or 3 hours every day watching YouTube videos on how to edit. I'm learning new techniques. I started off using iMovie, and I've recently switched over to Final Cut Pro, and that transition, like, you can actually go back, and if you watch my videos over the last few weeks, there's like this weird little transition period for like a week where there was a learning curve. Where I switched from iMovie to Final Cut, and you're gonna have these little learning curves over and over and over again, just like I am. So every time you try and do a new technique, every time you try and shoot a new style, every time you try and do something a little bit different or a little bit new, you're gonna have like this little learning curve. You're gonna have this little hurdle to jump over, and you're gonna learn and evolve, and like, don't be intimidated at the beginning if you don't know how to do everything. If you want to know how to do a certain editing style, or you want to know how to do a certain type of thing in your video, I can promise you that on YouTube somebody has made a video showing you how to do that thing. So no matter what your skill level is too, like, there's like, when it comes to like color correction or making sure your videos look good after you shoot them, there's like 100 videos on how to do that in iMovie and Final Cut and Sony Vegas and in Adobe Premiere. So no matter what program you're using, there's going to be a lot of different videos for a lot of different learning styles. So like, just learn, adapt. If you want to be good at YouTube, you have to want to learn new tools, new ways of shooting, new content styles, and you're gonna have to like just try new things. That's one of the cool things about YouTube, is that it's like a learning experience, and you can kind of just like try new things every single day, and that's what I try and do here in my videos. If you watch my videos today, they're not going to be the same as they were yesterday. They're going to be similar, but you know, there's going to be new things I try. I'm gonna, you know, I play with the audio levels. If people in my comments say that the music's too loud, the next day I try and turn it down a little bit more so that I can see if I get any comments about whether or not the video the audio was too loud or too quiet in this one, and it's all kind of like an evolutionary process. So I'm gonna continue, but I'm gonna hit this bowl. Cheers, guys. I'm gonna look like a really real fool if I get too high to finish this video. Anyways, the next thing I kind of want to talk to you guys about is how to get views, and then how to convert those views into subscribers. And that's the most important part, right? So all I've been talking about up until now is like how to produce content, how to like just jump in the door, and what to do. The next thing I want to talk about is how to actually pull people to your channel. And the first thing you want to do is be everywhere. Like, I get hate in some other comment sections. Like, people are always like, oh, this guy's everywhere, this guy's commenting on everything. But I'm not spamming. I'm being part of the community. If people ask a question, I answer it, because nobody else is. There's 1,000, it's buried within 1,000 comments. I spend I allot 2 hours every single day to going out and commenting on other people's videos and watching other people's videos and like seeing what the community is doing, seeing what other people are saying in the comment section, because that's the best way to get video ideas, to be honest. So if you troll through comment sections and you're replying to every comment that you can have a legitimate and reasonable response to, like even if it's a joke and you have some sort of meme type response to it, you can like respond to that. And what people don't realize is that when you put a comment on a video, everybody gets a notification there. And I'm not telling you to do this so you can go spam people, because that's not how you get views, and I'll get into that in a moment. But like, if you leave a reasonable comment that's like a legitimate comment, people are going to be inclined to click on your little channel name and see what you're doing on your channel. If you leave, and what I'm getting to now is like the adverse of that, which is spamming. I see so many people out there leaving in comment section and like, just if you subscribe to my channel, I'll subscribe to yours, or just commenting on every single video, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my channel. Those types of comments aren't going to get you views. They're not going to get you comments. No one's going to click through to your channel. But if you are leaving good, reasonable comments on videos and you're being part of the community, people are going to be encouraged to see what you have to say on your channel. They don't even know if you're a content creator, but if you have like good conversations, people are going to click through to your channel just because they're curious. And if you're doing what we talked about earlier and producing good content that you are passionate about, then you're going to gain views. And then once you get those people to actually watch your channel, then you can convert them to a subscriber, and I'll talk about that in just a moment. And so yeah, you don't want to spam, you don't want to like be just going in comment sections and being like, hey, subscribe to my channel. Leave reasonable comments. The other thing that I kind of want to talk about is giveaways aren't worth it. I have experimented with the giveaway model on my channel since day one to see if it results in subscribers and in views, and it doesn't. They don't result in a reasonable uptick in subscribers and views. Don't think that if you're giving something away that you can just like turn that into subscribers and views. It doesn't work that way. I have tried that, like that's like a reasonable thing, because I care about YouTube. The reason I make YouTube videos is because I want people to watch them. So I want to try and drive as many people to my channel as possible. So I have tried doing giveaways at milestones, 1,000 subscribers. Like I'm doing this month, I'm doing a bunch of giveaways. When I did 100,000 video views, I did a giveaway. When I first got my 100 subscribers, I did a giveaway. So like I'm not just doing giveaways every day just to try and like beg people to subscribe, but like I've tried that. And you're doing giveaways because you want to thank your subscribers and thank your viewers, not to try and get viewers and subscribers. It's not going to work. Don't waste your money if you think that that's like doing giveaways is going to net you in. I just want to say that up front, because a lot of people, there's a lot of like controversy in YouTube about doing giveaways for subscribers, and I think, or like in order to get views. And I think that when you get to a certain point, like if you have like millions of subscribers and you post a giveaway, yeah, that video is going to get a lot more views than a normal video would. But when you're a small channel, posting a giveaway isn't going to get the attention of lots of people. So it's not that it's not worth it. I love doing giveaways to thank my community. I'm just saying, don't do giveaways as a tool to gain views and subscribers. It's not going to work. The other thing I want to talk about is thumbnails and titles. This is so controversial in the YouTube community, but it's so important. When you're making YouTube videos, when you're making content, you want to make sure that that content is being presented to people in a way that's going to make them want to click on your video, but you don't want to mislead them. If you mislead them into clicking on your video, they're not going to want to come back and watch your videos again. There are so many YouTubers who I've been clickbaited into watching so many videos that I just unsubscribe. So I try my very best not to clickbait people, but I always walk this very fine line and walking this tightrope of being intriguing versus misleading, right? I always want to make a title. So I used to title my videos very plain, like really like bland, really like uncreative titles, like how to dash this, and that didn't work. Like that didn't garner views for me. And as soon as I started putting in creative titles that didn't mislead people but intrigued people into clicking on the video, I got way more click-throughs, I got way more views, and in turn I got way more subscribers. So creating intriguing titles and thumbnail images is so important to gaining views. It's so important, and you want to make sure that when you're creating intriguing titles and thumbnail images, you're not creating misleading thumbnail images and titles. That's really important. And the last kind of little topic I want to talk about really quickly is how to convert those views you're getting into subscribers and likes, obviously. So there's another thing that's very controversial in this industry and in YouTube community is asking for likes and subscribes. Like, the fact of the matter is that people don't think to do that. When they come to your video, there's part of the community that's going to automatically put a like or dislike on your video, whether they like or don't like the content. But for the most part, people don't do that. And so when you're making your video, you can always feel free to like ask for a like, ask for a subscribe, because it's going to trigger that in people. They don't mind giving the like, they don't mind subscribing, they just want to be reminded of it. And as long as you're keeping it short, sweet, and to the point, then no one's going to really mind that you ask them for the likes and the views, especially if you kind of acknowledge that you're like doing it in a way that's like when I do it, I know what I'm doing is a little bit strange. I'm asking you guys to subscribe to my channel or to like my video, but like realistically, that's what I want you guys to do. So I ask you guys to do that, and it's something that some people don't like to do. But I really don't think there's anything wrong with it, as long as you keep it short, sweet, and on to the point. That's pretty much it. And the other thing you want to do is keep your audience engaged. Ask them to leave comments, ask them to leave their opinion, give you video ideas, follow you on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Keep your community engaged, talk with them. Read all the comments, subscribe to or reply to comments. You want to like be involved with the community you're creating, and if you are, people are going to be encouraged to come back more frequently because they feel like they're part of something. They want to come back, they want to read, they want to reply to comments, they want to read other comments, they want to leave comments, they want to ask you questions, and that's cool. I love that. That's the coolest part about YouTube, and embrace that and use that as a tool to build a community. And if you do that, and if you get really lucky, which is kind of the last thing I want to talk about, you can be very successful here on YouTube. And I really hope to be very successful on YouTube one day. And the biggest, and one of the last things like I kind of want to talk about is luck. So you're gonna like, when you do this, you're gonna like have to trudge through crap for like a really long time. You're gonna make videos, they're not gonna get views. You have no idea. I would post, for the first 3 months, I would post videos and they would get 10 views, 15 views. Nowadays, they still only get 100 views. Like, it's not all that much. You have to kind of fight. You have to fight for these views. And you have to fight for people to watch your videos. And if you do, and if you get lucky enough, they will come back. They will create, you will get videos that kind of catch and pull people in, and that's all you want to do. And so that's pretty much all I've got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That was my really long rant on how you guys can kind of grow a little bit on YouTube. Those are some tips that I've got for you guys. If you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. I will always read them and try and respond to them, and if I have a good answer for you, I will give it to you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, throw a like on it, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this one. Cheers, guys.